Action. Hello, welcome to my channel. First off, I hope you like my necklace. I got it from Karaoke. I think you need to get one for yourself. It's all made of beads, yeah? Cool. So this is episode 2, and today I'm going to tell you a story of my last few weeks in Kenya. So as you all know, I relocated to the UK together with my husband. But something that you don't know is my husband got his visa way before mine, yeah? So initially the plan was for us to leave in February, come to the UK for a month. I even took like a one month leave from work just to, come with him. Why is my camera turning? I feel like my camera is turning. Wait. Why my camera turned, I don't know, but we continue. So I was saying, we were supposed to move together, but then my visa delayed. Guys, like, they kept me waiting for 2 months after him. So he got his visa in January. Mine came in April, actually for 3 months. So you can imagine how uncertain I was about coming here, because he has already moved, he has already relocated and left me behind in Nairobi. And it was challenging, to be honest, because if you're so much used to being with someone and then that person goes, you're left wondering, like, what's going to happen to me next. And when I say what's going to happen to me, meaning like security, for me for me the biggest challenge that I had was sleeping at night. I watch a lot of documentaries and those true crime stuff, and I don't know, for some reason I just felt like somebody's going to break in one day. So I kid you not, guys, I used to lock my door properly at 7 p.m. So if you come to my house past 7, trust me, you're not going to come in. And then I used to put like an ironing table on the door. As you can see in this picture, yeah, this is actually true story. This is how I used to sleep. And then close the kitchen balcony. Even though I was living in the 5th floor, I still thought somebody is going to come in through the roof or something. So I used to lock the kitchen door, lock my bedroom. I used to leave the lights on and then lock my bedroom. I had a car luggage in my bedroom, so put that at the door. And I used to have a knife, so put the knife under my pillow just in case, somebody succeeds to go through all the things that I've put. There's a knife to protect me. And I used to sleep praying, saying, please God, wake me up tomorrow. That's how I used to sleep. And I didn't like it, to be honest. It was torturing. Like, every time the sun sets, I used to be like, oh man, will I wake up tomorrow? So there was that uncertainty. So I know, like, there was even someone that reached out to me, like, where you are going on dependent visa and your husband on your wife. Okay, maybe the wife part, I don't think guys are sleeping paranoid, but the women out here that are going through such, just make sure that stay hopeful, because it's you will get what you're looking for. That is the visa. Mine took 3 months. But it wasn't all bad, because, to be honest, guys, I had fun. Like, for example, the type of food I used to eat, it was based on what I want. Sometimes when you're together with someone, you have to discuss. For me, I used to eat purple pasta, green rice, as you can see in these pictures. Like, I used to do weird stuff that nobody can be like, yo, that's weird, because I'm alone, So that was it. But yeah, that was the best time and the worst time at the same time for me, to be honest. And I wasn't, like, when the day came that I have to move, I was feeling really bad, because, like, even though I knew I was going to be with my husband, Tommy, I'm going to be calling him Tommy from now on, because I don't want to be that my husband that type of person. For the sake of single ladies out there. So yes, like, Tommy was waiting for me, but like, I had such a great time, especially the last 2 or 3 weeks, because even though it was busy, like, we had a party with my colleagues, we had a party with my clients, EABL, as you can see in these pictures. I had several personal dates with my friends, with my family, both my family and Tommy's family, with squad, with my best friend. Like, I used to go to her work, I think, every other day, like twice a week, to eat lunch just for 1 hour, because now we knew that it was time to move. And yeah, like, it was emotional for me. And I wrote even a poem. I wrote a poem to read for you guys, so I hope you're ready. Are you ready? Okay, let me start. Psych! Do you actually believe I wrote a poem? Okay. I think if you believed me, I will definitely create a poem. Cool. So yeah, so the last days were fun. I think my friends and my family and my colleagues and my clients, everybody deserves a poem, so I will write a poem. Just not now, yeah. Yeah, so back to the story. So yeah, that's what happened. I felt appreciated, I felt loved, and I don't know, thinking about it makes me emotional up to now, because like, you know, when you're having those parties and when you're enjoying with people, going for dinners, you feel like you'll see each other again. I still don't believe it, by the way. I still feel like after some time, a week or two, I'm going to see my friends and my colleagues and my everybody that I left behind, yeah, and my family. But the reality is it's going to be a long time here. So that reality hit me at the airport, yeah. So as you can see again, just friends, family, they took me to the airport and I said goodbye. It was time to go. It was a bit hard, but you know, I'm known for being the emotional person that cries a lot. And I didn't want to cry that day, so I hugged everybody, and I even forgot to hug my best friend at some point. And then I left. Like, I entered the airport. It was time to get checked. Now, one thing that I'll advise you is, if it's your first time to move and you're emotional, just make sure that you try to stay as calm as possible, even though it's not easy. Because what happened to me was, when you're passing through the security check, you have to remove everything that is metal, because they'll keep on sending you. It will keep on buzzing and they'll keep on sending you. So that kept happening to me. So my bags passed, but it just, something just kept on buzzing. Like, I removed my rings, I removed my earrings, everything. I removed my necklace, not this one, but I had another necklace. But I think they sent me like 4 times, and that thing was, it was stressful. It kind of disoriented me at some point. So I think at the fourth round, I removed my glasses. And the problem was my glasses. I didn't know, these are new glasses, so I didn't know that they get buzzed when you pass through the security. So it kind of disoriented me, but finally managed to pass. And you know, like, I had 2 luggages and I had a carry-on luggage, and I was so paranoid. I was scared if I'm gonna lose my stuff and stuff like that. So I picked my 2 big luggages because they were tagged, but I couldn't find the small one, guys, the carry-on luggage. And that's where very valuable stuff were there. All my documents, my certificates, everything was in that carry-on luggage. It's like a small bag, yeah. And I thought somebody stole it. So like, I'm calling my friends are calling me. Faye was calling me from, because they can see me through the window, yeah. She was calling me, but I wasn't picking up. I was losing my shit. I'm like, where are they calling me? Why are they all looking at me? They can't come in to help me look for my stuff. You're on your own. I think that reality was hard for me. So I started panicking, and I started saying that somebody took my bag. So I entered the airport, now the actual airport, and started running around looking for somebody that took my bag. Remember, I left my 2 big bags wherever they were. Started running. And then I come back trying to look for it again, but I can't find it. Luckily, my brother-in-law, Steve, God bless him so much, he got in, and then he was like, what's up? I told him, my bag, they stole my bag. So he was like, let's go look for it. We went around. I almost passed through the immigration, and they were trying to tell me like, madam, you can't pass here. I'm like, somebody stole my bag. And I'm crying, guys. And I'm screaming. You can tell how loud I am. Somebody took my bag. Like, I'm just running around, gosh. And my friends and my family are just looking through the window. I'm not getting why they're just staring, you know. So I'm telling him like, somebody stole my bag. He was like, okay, let's go back and get the big bags, and then we'll report this small bag. And then we go back to the big bags, and then there was a small bag there. So I tell him, I think the owner of this bag confused with my bag. So they have my bag. So if we take this small bag, then we'll be able to find my bag. He was like, good idea. Then I'm like, let me open so that I get to check if they have any documents that I can contact them. Opening the bag, guess what, guys? It was my bag. Gosh, it was so embarrassing. Ah, my God, it was my bag. And we just laughed. Called my friend Faye, my aunt. They're like, what's up? I told them my bag. They're like, yes, we knew you were looking for your bag. We were calling you to tell you your bag is right there. But I didn't pick up. So he realized I'm not okay. So he was like, hey, let's just go. He took me up until the immigration point again. I wish he could just put me in the plane and leave. But yeah, he gave me some tips. So another tip that I'm going to give you guys is, when you have your documents, like for example, like this document is what I was using to travel. Like, of course, you need like if it's a dependent pass, you need to show it. If there's a certificate of sponsorship, you need to show it. If it's a passport stuff, you need to show it. So what he showed me to do, if it's your first time to travel, is have one page with an important information, and the behind page, instead of leaving it blank, you can just turn it around and put it in, so that when they ask you your passport, show them one side, your sponsorship certificate, you show them the other. Because like, people are rushing through the airport, so if you're going to start looking for 1, 2 things, you get confused. So that's my advice. Yeah, so long story short, got into my flight on time. It was nice. Watched Wakanda like 3-4 times because I couldn't find anything else to watch, and I didn't want to watch the movies on my phone because I don't want my phone to die, because then I don't know how I'm going to meet my husband. So yeah, I watched Wakanda a lot of times. And then oh yeah, the other problem I had was from Doha, when we landed in Doha, getting my next flight to London now. So something that I wasn't told is there's like a big screen. You're supposed to identify, like a big screen that has a couple of flight numbers that switches every 3 or 4 seconds, guys. And you're supposed to identify your flight, and based on where they put like a number of the gate. So you're supposed to identify that very fast. Imagine, guys, I didn't know that. So I'm standing there and the thing is just switching every 3 seconds. Remember, it's 1 a.m. I can't see clearly, and it's switching every 3 seconds, and there are like a list of 50 flights per 3 seconds, so you have to pay attention. So I stood there for like 30 minutes. At some point I started panicking, so I wanted to go to the customer service and tell them I can't find my flight, but luckily I found it. Like, I didn't get lost, so I also thought of mentioning that for you guys. Yeah, so got into my flight, had a nice seat, and landed in London, and got into the migration. To be honest, as long as you know what you have to say at migration, nothing happens. A lot of people say that migration is a bit rough and stuff like that, but I don't think so, or maybe I didn't face that. I think God noticed that I was already a wreck, so if I was going to be disturbed at the entrance, it would be worse for me, and even adapting this place, because I was leaving a country that treated me with love and respect, and I'm coming to a new country, so maybe I was being soft, what we call soft landing, you know. I think that's what happened, because you just go in, tell them your name, show them your passport. They'll probably, like, again, mine was a dependent visa, so I needed to show my house address and my husband's documents. So she just asked me, what's your name? Hebron, your house number. I didn't know my house number. I just, again, the file came in handy, just showed her. And then she was like, what other documents, what other supporting documents do you have? With like the accent. So me, I was just like fascinated. Guys, me, I love British accent. I'm not gonna lie to you. I love it so much. So she just checked. I told her it's just my husband's papers in case you need them. She was like, oh, okay, welcome to the UK. And then started, and I landed, and yeah, that happened. So my first impression, I think that's going to be another episode. So stay tuned for next week to watch my first impression about the UK, London, Bath, Bristol. I've been to 3 places so far. And yeah, see you next time. I don't know what that was, but it looked cool in my head. Bye.